Chapter 7. In the first year of Balthasar, king of the Chaldeans, Daniel had a dream and visions in his head upon his bed, and he wrote down his dream. I, Daniel, beheld, and lo, the four winds of heaven blew violently upon the great sea. And there came up four great beasts out of the sea, differing from one another. The first was a lioness, and her wings as an eagle's. I beheld until her wings were plucked, and she was lifted off from the earth. And she stood on human feet, and a man's heart was given to her. And behold, a second beast like a bear, and it supported itself on one side, and there were 3 ribs in its mouth between its teeth. And thus they said to it, Arise, devour much flesh. After this one I looked, and behold, another wild beast as a leopard, and it had 4 wings of a bird upon it. And the wild beast had 4 heads, and power was given to it. After this one I looked, and behold, a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible and exceedingly strong, and its teeth were of iron, devouring and crushing to atoms, and it trampled the remainder with its feet. And it was altogether different from the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. I noticed his horns, and behold, another little horn came up in the midst of them, and before it 3 of the former horns were rooted out. And behold, there were eyes as the eyes of a man on this horn, and a mouth speaking great things. I beheld until the thrones were set, and the Ancient of Days sat, and his raiment was white as snow, and the hair of his head as pure wool. His throne was a flame of fire, and his wheels burning fire. A stream of fire rushed forth before him. Thousands ministered to him, and 10,000s of myriads attended upon him. The judgment sat, and the books were opened. I beheld them because of the voice of the great words which that horn spoke, until the wild beast was slain and destroyed, and his body given to be burnt with fire. And the dominion of the rest of the wild beast was taken away, but a prolonging of life was given to them for certain times. I beheld in the night vision, and lo, one coming with the clouds of heaven as the Son of Man. And he came on to the Ancient of Days, and was brought near him. And to him was given the dominion, and the honor, and the kingdom of all nations, tribes, and languages shall serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom shall not be destroyed. As for me, Daniel, my spirit and my body trembled me, and the visions of my head troubled me. And I drew near one of them that stood by, and I sought to learn of him the truth of all these things. And he told me the truth, and made known to me the interpretation of these things. These 4 beasts are 4 kingdoms that shall rise up on the earth, which shall be taken away, and the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom, and possess it forever and ever. Then I inquired carefully concerning the 4th beast, for it differed from any other beast, exceeding dreadful. His teeth were of iron, and his claws of brass, devouring and utterly breaking to pieces, and it trampled the remainder with its feet. And concerning it 10 horns that were on its head, and the other that came up and rooted up some of the former, which had eyes and a mouth speaking great things. And his look was bolder than the rest. I beheld, and the horn made war with the saints, and prevailed against them, until the Ancient of Days came, and he gave judgment to the saints of the Most High. And the time came on, and the saints possessed the kingdom. And he said, The 4th beast shall be the 4th kingdom on the earth, which shall exceed all other kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and trample and destroy it. And his 10 horns are 10 kings that shall arise, and after him there shall arise another, who shall exceed the former ones in wickedness, and he shall subdue 3 kings. And he shall speak words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and shall think to change times and law. And power shall be given unto his hand, for a time and times and half a time. And the judgment has sat, and they shall remove his dominion, and abolish it, and destroy it utterly. And the kingdom, and the power, and the greatness of the kings that were under the whole heaven were given to the saints of the Most High. And his kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all powers shall serve and obey him. Hitherto is the end of the matter. As for me, Daniel, my thoughts greatly troubled me, and my countenance was changed, but I kept the matter in my heart.